Welcome to Old Man Wisdom. As usual, on a Friday, we're looking at the Euro USD. Here in front of you is the 1 hour chart, and we're just doing something a little bit different this week. We're just going to focus on price action for this video, and I'll produce another video for the non-repainting MT4 indicator. So make sure you subscribe and hit the notification icon so that you get alerted when I release the new video for the indicator. But for now, let's just focus on the price action chart and of course this week's analysis. So last week, here's the little blue rectangle that I always draw, and I was saying that I wanted price to come up into this zone here. So you'll see that price did indeed go up into that zone. In fact, when price opened on the Sunday evening here in the UK, price jumped, it gapped right up into the zone. Now, the reason why I wouldn't have taken this trade is because usually these gaps close. And although several hours went by and you could say that price was stalling, that gap hadn't closed, so I wasn't happy taking a sell from this point. And just as well, really, because price spiked right up. So what we do have, or what did happen, was we had a kind of double top just here earlier this week, and price soon dropped away. So we was right that we were looking for a sell, but of course it ended up being from a higher position. For me also, I didn't catch this drop because there wasn't really price stalling up here. I'd have liked to have seen a few more candles before taking the sell, so I missed out. And of course the sell was so quick and rapid that for me personally, I missed the trade, unfortunately. So what can we expect then for next week? Well, you'll notice that I've still got the red line down here. I would still not be surprised if price comes back down to retest. So if price comes back down to retest, then I'd be looking for price to kind of make this movement before I bought the market. So I'd be looking for some wicks, I'd be looking for multiple candles to be stalling, a bit like we saw over here in this area here. Look, we had some wicks, we had price stalling, we had the area retested several times. So I'd like to see the same kind of thing happen for next week over here. Now remember, it can do the opposite, so price can come down and do the opposite thing. You'll see here that there's a classic kind of W shape and an M shape. So we may be well looking for these patterns next week, but either way, whether we're looking to sell from this area here or to buy, we're looking for wicks and for multiple candles where price is stalling. We don't just want to be taking a trade blindly. We want to take a trade for a good reason. If we can't see the reason why we're taking the trade, then simply don't do it. The second thing to bear in mind, if you just go back to a couple of weeks ago over here, when you saw price stalling and you decided to take the trade, we found a nice level to set a stop loss. So that would be the same kind of thing here. If you imagine that you're trying to buy, then if price has set a nice kind of area for a stop loss, then that's another reason or another confirmation to take the trade. So remember, we was looking to buy the other week, and it was at this point where you could see an obvious place to put a stop loss. So obviously you can use this particular line here. It's the 0.98800 line just here. You can use it as a literal stop loss if you wanted to, but how much better it is if we have a couple of wicks to give us some kind of definitive area to set a nice stop loss. And we don't want the stop loss to be too big either. So we want to manage our risk and make sure that we're not going to blow our account or something stupid like that over just one simple trade. So for next week, these are the kind of patterns that we're looking for and around this area here. So keep that thought in mind for next week. Hopefully this has given you an idea or two on how to trade with price action. If you've liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And like I said at the beginning, if you haven't subscribed already, then please do. Don't forget to hit the notification bell and you'll be alerted every time a new video is released. So enjoy your weekend. It's going to be a long bank holiday weekend here in the UK. Hopefully the weather will be good and you'll have a fantastic time. Meanwhile, take care and I'll be speaking to you very soon.